In 2008, a billionaire sat in a room entirely broke. His first three product launches had failed completely. He was facing total bankruptcy, public humiliation, and the death of his lifelong dream. That man was Elon Musk, the richest man in history of humankind today. And those three failed products were the rockets, the first three prototype of SpaceX. Yes, the SpaceX, the biggest private space technology company today. If he had stopped after the first three failures, he would be a footnote in a tech history, but he didn't. He kept going and going till he make it. And this journey of Mux forces us to confront a bizarre, uncomfortable, mathematical truth about the world, that the people who achieve the absolute most in life are almost always the people who have failed the absolute most. So, if you are someone who is working on something, a dream you want to achieve, or something you want to build, and if you are getting demotivated after the first few failures, then let me just tell you an absolute truth of the world. The people who fail the most are the people who succeed the most. If you want to achieve something in your life, and if you are fearful of failure, then I think you are not ready for the real world, because the real world requires a countless amount of failure before it gives you that one night that changes everything. And before arriving at that one night, you have to fail 100 times. It's a given fact and, and an absolute truth of the world. Getting fearful of failure will not lead you to anything. The one thing that it will lead you to is quitting your dreams. If you will be fearful of the failure, every time you will fail, you'll think of quitting. And to be honest, you will never achieve your dreams in your life ever. Never. It will be just a dream of yours, and you will be lost in a history of humankind. If you are really, really into something, and if you want to achieve that badly, then you have to get used to of one thing: failures. They will arrive no matter you want it or not. You cannot avoid failure if you want to be successful in your life. Most of the time, people think that the people who succeed are the people uh, were born with some special talent, or they were people with good luck, or they had something secret in their life that they achieved this immense amount of success in their life. But the truth is, the only thing they had was no fear of failure. That's the only thing they had. You know, what failure teaches you is something that no one can teach you. If you can try things by your own, if you can implement things by your own, if you can create things by your own, and if you feel on every single aspect of those things, what you will learn is something that you will never learn from anything. Anything in this entire world. No amount of course, no amount of degree, not even mentorship can teach you what failure can. Everything that a successful person has implemented in their life is something they have learned from the mistakes they had made, the mistakes that made them feel in something they wanted to achieve. And the only difference between the people who succeed and the people who do not is the people who succeed, they learn from every failure in their life, and the people who do not, they quit and change their road to achievement every time they fail, every single time. That's the whole secret. That's the whole mathematical formula of success. Not quitting after failure. That's the only simple thing that you have to implement in your life if you want to achieve something. And I know what you're thinking right now, that failure breaks people. I know that. I can understand that. I can feel that it's not easy to keep going after failing for countless time. Failure is painful, but you know what? What's more painful than failure? It's the regret of not achieving something that you were capable of. The regret that you could have lived a different life if you just had enough capabilities and enough strength to keep going even after the countless failure in your life. The regret of not becoming someone you always wanted is more painful in your life. And the absolute truth is, between these two things, the regret of not achieving something and the failure, one thing will eventually come in your life. Either the regret of not achieving something or the failure after trying something. One thing will come. You cannot avoid the both. But the good thing is, the choice is yours. The choice of what you want to experience is yours. And I'll tell you, out of every single time, choose the pain of failure, of failing in something you always wanted to do, over the regret of something you never did. That's the whole thing about this video. Feel as much as you want, but learn from it and come again with more power and more speed and achieve things you always want.